Hello and welcome to FPL Mate, your best mate for fantasy Premier League content for the 2021-22 season. I am on a wildcard this morning on this deadline stream, and honestly, it's been an absolute nightmare. It's been the last 12, 18 hours have been an absolute nightmare. Probably 12 hours to be fair. It's all gone a bit loopy because Son. It appears Heung-min Son, and a few of you guys have already seen it in the chat. Heung-min Son is basically been all but confirmed to be out with COVID. So him and Brian Hill apparently have got COVID and are not going to be available for the next 2 game weeks. It's just kind of sent me all over the place. I'm not kind of not been exactly sure what I'm going to be doing from there. I think I figured it out now, and that's why I kind of had to delay on the stream, because honestly, the last thing I wanted to do was to panic on stream, not being able to do research because I'm trying to, talk and entertain and whatever, and not be able to do my team properly, not be able to look up news and stuff properly. And so I think I figured out what I'm doing with my team now. It's not an ideal situation because I really did want Son into my team. I really wanted him on my wildcard. It's a real dilemma. Few other bits of news that I have seen. Apparently, John Stones is starting for Man City this week. Whether that means that Laporte is going to be out, or whether that means Diaz is going to be out the team, not sure. One or the other is probably going to be dropped though. And I'm also seeing rumours that Jota is not going to be started as well. Of course, these are all rumours, but we do have to pay a little bit of attention to these rumours, particularly when we're on a wild card and we have unlimited flexibility. I feel like we do need to kind of actually pay attention to these things. So let me show you what I'm thinking of doing. Well, this is, I hope these plans are finalised, but they're probably far from. So where are we? Okay, let's get rid of you as well. So I've spoken a lot about the fact that I want Armstrong. I think I've talked myself in now. Adam Armstrong is going in, taking the risk. I'm going for it. I really like the fixtures. I really like the underlying stats, and I think against some easier oppositions, and people will say, oh, Armstrong, he's not done that well. He's not done that well. Southampton have not done that well. Look through these games, guys. Look through these games. Everton, Manchester United, Newcastle, West Ham, City, Wolves and Chelsea. Those are some horrible, horrible fixtures. The only easy fixture you would say out of those games that Southampton have played so far was probably Newcastle. And Southampton scored twice in that Newcastle game. Stuart Armstrong is going to be back as well. That's going to be a really big deal because he's a really important player for Southampton. He's not played so far this season, and him being back is going to help link the attacking play a little bit. And I do think that could benefit Adam Armstrong. So Adam Armstrong is in. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is on that one. I've kind of been backing him over Hwang a little bit this week, I suppose. So I'm going for it. Right. Anyway, the next change. We are going to... Oh, guys, don't even ask. We are going to go for Mahrez. Yeah. If I wasn't on a wild card, I would definitely not be considering Mahrez. Don't get me wrong. But I am on a wild card. And it does look like Mahrez, although you can see he's not really taken part in too many games so far, or not played many minutes. It does look like he is going to start this game. And the reason why he's going to start this game is because of the absences at Manchester City. So, at Manchester City, we have got Jesus out because of international duty. We've got Ferran Torres, who is out due to injury. Those, you would say, are the two, I guess, main right wingers for Manchester City. Really, you'd say Mahrez is the main right winger for Manchester City, but those guys are typically known for playing on the right wing pretty often for City. So Mahrez is the other player who plays at right wing. So we can probably make the assumption, and it's a very big guess. It's a very big guess, and we are kind of hoping, I suppose, that Mahrez is going to start there. There's a lot of reasons to suggest that he will. It's a game against Burnley. This is a fantastic fixture. City always scores so many goals against Burnley, so I think it could be good. Olivier BS has said, I thought you didn't like booking in transfers. Absolutely. I don't like booking in transfers at all. A few people have already identified it's not a long-term pick at all. It is, in many ways, a one-week punt. And ideally, I wouldn't do this. Really, I wanted Son here. I really did. But there's not really enough time to... the thing is, I still really like the structure. So I don't want to rip up the structure just because Son's not going to be available. Yes, I could go for someone else. I could go for Foden, maybe. I don't know if that... I honestly don't know if that's a good move for me, really, because a lot of the predicted lineups for City this week don't include Foden. Foden played a lot of football over the international break. We've kind of got an important midweek Champions League game for Manchester City, a kind of must win. Is Foden going to be rested to play in that game? Possibly. A few people will say KDB in the chat. You can go for KDB. I don't really think I can fit him in, to be honest. It's kind of difficult. Yes, I could go, but yes, I could go for Foden and or Grealish. I think they would probably represent, to be fair, better longer term picks. But I'm not sure I really want a long term pick because I still do want Son. I still do want Son in my team. And maybe I should be restructuring. The only real restructure I would maybe think about doing is maybe doing, something like, just for an example, let's put Foden in. And then we perhaps upgrade a Duffy to, maybe another Man City defender, maybe put Diaz in there, something like that. We could maybe do something like that. But then I would be going 4 at the back, which is something I don't really want to do. I don't really want to book myself in for a 4 at the back formation long term. Plus, we've also got the news that Stones is very, very likely to start this game week, and we don't know who's going to be out, Diaz or Laporte. So arguably that's a worse move. So let's put Duffy back in. I've not got a problem with Duffy, to be fair. I quite like having him in my team, particularly this game week. So yeah, the plan really is to go for Mahrez as a bit of a 1 week punt. And people asking about James. I'll get on to Reece James, don't worry. Because I forgot I've also made that change. So yeah, the reason I'm going for Mahrez is because I think that he can more than make up for the 4 points hit it would essentially take to take him out. I'm really just hoping for a big score from Mahrez this game week, and him to make it worth my while, the fact that I had him in the first place. I think that's kind of the thinking. If he gets a big score this game week, anything 10 plus, which I think is a real possibility, anything 10 plus, and it's worthwhile even as a 1 week punt. And I'd rather go for a Mahrez than a Foden. I think Mahrez has got a high chance of starting. I think if Mahrez does start, he's got obviously because he's got a pretty high ceiling as well. Oh, my cat has arrived. Say hello. Say hello. Yeah, it's risky. Don't get me wrong, it's risky. Someone said, how long is Son out for? Archie Driver says, how long is Son out for? 2 game weeks. We're thinking 2 game weeks. And finally, let me talk about. That is a very cute thing to do. Let's talk about James and why I'm going for James over Chilwell. So the idea is that we've got a couple of absentees for Chelsea. Let me just move on to Chelsea on this screen. We've got a couple of absentees. So Rudiger's going to be out. Thiago Silva's going to be out. We know both of them are going to be out. Rudiger through injury. Thiago Silva through international break, I think. Unless I've got that completely wrong. Yeah, okay, yeah, it was international break. I thought I messed that up there. We've got Thiago Silva out for international break as well. And the 2 centre-backs being out basically improves the chances of Azpilicueta playing at centre-back. And Azpilicueta's chances of playing centre-back, when they increase, that means that Reece James's chance of playing at right wing back increase. So it's been a bit of a a knock-on effect, really, that's kind of means that in this week in particular, and this week, I really cannot afford to. I really can't afford for players to miss out. And I'm not saying that Chilwell will be rotated, but there is that chance that Chilwell is going to be rotated for Alonso. That is a big factor. That is a big factor that Chilwell could potentially be rotated. Where I think James and Chilwell typically, both of them are equally as rotation risk. We know they're both rotation risk. One of the things I like about Chilwell is the fact that when he's on the bench, he typically stays on the bench. Whereas Reece James, if he's on the bench, I'm not sure if it's happened this season so far. Yeah, it's happened twice. When he's on the 3 times, sorry. When he is, twice because he got injured in that Liverpool game, didn't he? No, he got injured in that Man City game. So, okay, so it hasn't really happened this season. Much. But when Reece James is on the bench, he does tend to come on off the bench and score those 1-pointers. And that is one of the factors why one of the reasons I do like Chilwell a little bit more than James. But James is 0.1 million cheaper. I think he's got a much better chance of starting this game week, and I desperately need my Chelsea defender to start this game week. So that's the reason I'm on James right now. Thank you, Azza7, for becoming a member of the channel. Really appreciate that. And Balin Dajit has also got a thing in here. Armstrong against Arsenal versus Hwang against Aston Villa. Why not go for Saka instead of Foden? Say hi to the cat. Hello, cat. He's gone now. Yeah, there's been a few super chats. I should have turned them off really because I do just want to focus on my team. In fact, let me turn super chats off because not that I don't want to talk to you guys who are super chatting. Not that I don't appreciate the super chats. I do need to catch them up on them, but it's just that I do just need to focus on what I'm doing with my wildcard team really. Armstrong against Arsenal versus Hwang against Aston Villa. I'm not sure where that's coming from. Which Armstrong we're talking about? There isn't an Armstrong playing Arsenal, is there? Are we talking in future game weeks? How far ahead are we looking here? Yeah, I'm not sure that's right. But certainly Armstrong against Leeds is nicer than Hwang against Aston Villa, I think. Start Shaw or Marcel, or play both and bench Rafinha. Rafinha's not going to play anyway, so you might not have a choice really. That decision might be taken away from you. And Anurag here has said, "Hey Dan, good luck for the week. One doubt: who would you play to cover for Rafinha out of Sarr versus Poole or Livramento versus Leeds?" I'd play Livramento out of those two. Could be quite a nice pick. So someone has said in the chat that Foden is confirmed to be starting, and now that does change things because if I can get if Foden is confirmed to be starting, and I don't know how confirmed is, I think I would prefer to get him in rather than Mahrez if we can get that guarantee. Can we get that guarantee? I don't know. Let me see if I can find anything, guys. If you have seen that the Foden tweet, someone says see Emma tweet. Emma who? Sorry, maybe I'm out of the loop here. Who am I searching for here? Is this the Jump the Wave Emma? Because if so, I think I follow her. Let's have a look. I think she's got a team prediction out. She said that Stones, she's hearing rumours that Stones will start, which we already said earlier, didn't we? And she's got some team predictions here. Yeah, okay. There's no confirmation. It's rumours that Foden's starting. It doesn't look to be confirmed. Honestly, it helps. It helps. I would rather have Foden for multiple game weeks. But doing that also frees up a lot of money. Would you potentially make another upgrade here? Would I maybe go to Armstrong to Jimenez? I don't think I would, to be fair. I still think I prefer Armstrong. Would I maybe go? Well, no, actually, I'll tell you what I would do. I would go Rafinha to, if we can get some news that Jota's starting, and we've only got 15 minutes. If we get some news that Jota's starting, I would take out Rafinha and put in Jota. That's what I do. I've not really got too much of a problem with leaving money in the bank, though. Apparently there's a few. Oh, I'm looking at a few predicted lineups here, and Mahrez is not in too many of them. Okay, interesting. Okay, do we go for Foden? If a lot of people in the Man City sphere are thinking more about Foden than they are Mahrez. Super chat here from Varun says Duffy, Aspi, or Livramento Diaz. Livramento Cancelo is this combo out of those. Like I said kind of earlier, there's a possibility that Diaz might not start. If Stones is starting, one of Diaz and Laporte is going to be dropped. We don't know who. So, yeah, I would be kind of... Well, I mean, I massively prefer Cancelo to a Diaz anyway. But I think that's extra incentive to go for Cancelo. Okay, any other thing and news on my timeline? Oh, this is painful, guys. This is painful, making these last-minute changes. But it's got to be done. I mean, this is one of the stresses of being on a wild card. We do well. I mean, I know it's not particularly professional. Me sitting here on my phone looking for for team news and stuff like that. But when you're on a wild card, you can make unlimited transfers. It does go to the wire, and everything last minute should be playing on your mind, and you should be taking everything into account. Yeah, okay. I'm getting less and more I read, the less I'm convinced by Mahrez, and the more I'm convinced by Foden. And I know that leaves a lot of money in the bank. And maybe you can say 2.4 million in the bank. You're on a wild card, Dan. You can do whatever you want. It's not an ideal situation, but it's not that bad. Bernie here with the super chat says, or showing me his old wild card. Apparently, I really do need to turn off super chats. Bench, you're just asking for a bench order. Livramento and Duffy should be high on your bench order. That's what I would say. So annoying. I don't think you can turn off super chats midstream. Yeah, I'm going to have to answer them all. Hwang or Armstrong? I mean, I'm on Armstrong. Heat Lifer says James or Chilwell. I'm on James. Yeah, you guys didn't even need to super chat. Your answer's on screen. Hwang or Armstrong? I'm on Armstrong. James or Chilwell? I'm on James. Yeah, I mean, hopefully that answers your question. I'm putting my confidence in them. I'm not going to speak about too much though. Any other news, guys? If you found any news or anything, do let me know where you found it, and I'll pull up Twitter potentially and have a look. Maybe we should just put Twitter on screen. Actually, to be fair, you probably want to see my team more than you want to see my Twitter feed. But yeah, okay. This is where my mind is at the moment. This would be the team. Yeah. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Would I make any changes to that? I have got a bit of money to play with. I mean, I've just had an idea. What would we have in the bank? 8.9 if we remove Rafinha. So, what we could actually do is punt on someone else and potentially double up on Man City. We've got the exact cash for that, just above. I could do this punt. Thank you, Sylvester, for becoming a member of the channel, by the way. Heat Life says, I'm the guy on Twitter who told you that Ronaldo was too expensive on FIFA. Yeah, we chatted yesterday, didn't we? Can I ask why James over Chilwell? Because I think James has got a better chance of starting this game week in particular. And with a couple of defensive injuries for Chelsea, it improves James's chances of starting at right wing back. And yeah, he's been in training pictures and stuff like that. He's expected to start. I know he's on a yellow, but he is expected to start and stuff like that. So looks pretty good. So, we have got this option, right? Someone says Foden's 8 million for me. Yeah, I bought him in last night because I knew his price was rising and I knew that I might want him. We could do this. We could double up here, go Mahrez and Foden. It could be big. And then we could transfer Mahrez to Rafinha next game week, I guess. That would work. Because it really is looking so unlikely that Rafinha is going to start this game week. Yeah, he's looking very, very unlikely. And I get to keep my structure if I do this as well. People asking about captains. If you're asking about captains, guys, Salah is the answer. Whatever your captain-related question is, Salah is the answer. I don't think this is a week for a punt. A few people asked me to show how I'll be lining up this week. The answer is no, I can't do that until I've locked in my transfers, which I'm not going to do right now because of player prices and stuff like that. Until I locked in my transfers, I can't really show you exactly. Raj says Antonio to Vardy with cash in the bank. No, probably not. I do think Vardy is a nice pick, but I don't think I'd be selling Vardy. That's selling Antonio. Sorry. I don't think there's any need to do that. A few people asking for Jota news. Let me see if there's any update on that. The last I heard, he was not going to be starting. But let me try and find something else. Where should I look? The COP HQ, Spion COP is usually the answer to these kind of things. But it doesn't look like he or she has tweeted anything. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, the last I heard, Jota was apparently benched. But I cannot confirm that, and I also cannot source that either because it was just murmurs that I saw on my Twitter timeline this morning. So, yeah, a few people asking what's wrong with Son. He has got COVID, unfortunately. Rekka, thank you very much for joining as a member of the channel. I appreciate that. I think I quite like this. People still asking if Jota will start. I can't confirm it. I don't know for sure. Rumours that he's not starting. I don't know how true those are. I've not got anything concrete for you guys, unfortunately. If I did, I would probably be buying Jota. Well, if I had something concrete that he was starting, I'd be buying him. But as for right now, I'm not going to pay too much attention. Gurav says Saka for Sarr or Mbumo for Sarr. Or roll. I would actually roll that transfer and play Duffy. Roll that transfer and play Duffy. That's what I would do. Yeah, you're in a nice situation where you can roll that transfer. Jimmy Lee says, that's so risky, Dan. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It is. It is. Rafinha news. I don't think Rafinha is going to start. I really, really don't think that Rafinha is going to start. He played 70 minutes for Brazil, literally sort of 36 hours ago. It's unlikely that he's going to start. And you know, the best case scenario really for Rafinha is that he comes off the bench and scores 1 point, 1 FPL point. This is am I convinced by this team? This is what I want to do. go for Mahrez and Foden. People who don't watch the streams, by the way, are going to be absolutely fuming with me because so many people only watch the videos. And if they watch my team selection video, they'll probably be thinking, well, you know, they definitely won't be expecting this team, right? They definitely won't be expecting this. Olivia says it kind of goes against all the advice you've given, but I like it. Yeah, it does. I mean, like I said, I'm not a huge fan. I wish I could just go for Son. I really do. But I can't, and I need to accept that. So I can either restructure my team or go for a punt somewhere. And yes, it's kind of going against what I like to do and how I like to play. But it is exciting, at least. And you know what? If we see Man City win 4-5-0 against Burnley, and I've got Cancelo, Mahrez and Foden in my team, I am going to be absolutely rolling in points. And then I could just transfer out Mahrez, take them whether it's taking a -4 to do it or whatever. Are we 100% sure Son has COVID? No, we're not 100% sure. But we're sort of 90% sure. This is stressful. I'm not completely in my comfort zone here. I'm not gonna lie with this team, but I think we're gonna lock it in. Yeah. Oh, are we gonna lock it in? Can I get any last minute team news on my timeline, please? Oh God. I really don't know. Few people going by. A few people on the timeline. I have got Mahrez in their team. People have got Foden. I'm seeing KDB here. Oh. 4 minutes to deadline. Well, less than that. 3 minutes to deadline. Do we lock it in? Oh, I'm stressed out, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm stressed out. Can't find any last minute team news either. Okay, right. Let's just lock it in. Let's just send it. Guys. Lucas says, no, Steve says, go with your heart. Is this my heart? This is definitely not going with my brain. This is definitely not going with my brain. People saying mad ditching Rafinha. You know, why are you ditching Rafinha? He's not going to play this game week. I really don't think. I really don't think Rafinha's going to play this game week. Basically, that's the only reason. I will get Rafinha back, probably for Mahrez or Foden. Are we going to send the 1 week punt, guys? Are we going to send it? Jota bench pretty much confirmed now. Okay, guys, let's do it. Let's send it. Lock it in. Let's send it. Oh, I love FPL, but I hate it. Oh God, why is it not letting me confirm the transfers? Confirm. What's going on? I'm not even joking, guys. It's not letting me do it. Hang on, let me try and do it on my phone. Okay, we are at panic stations now because there's like 1 minute till deadline. Why? Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, let's refresh this. I'm hoping it's going to work. That's so annoying for that to break at the last minute. Okay, it's working here. No, it's not. That's not my team. Has it logged me out? Well, I mean, it looks right on my phone, but for whatever reason, it doesn't look right here. And it's literally 30 seconds till deadline. Come on. Yes, there we go. There we go. Right. Sorted? Are we sorted? Cancelo vice captain? Yeah. Do I like that team? Yes, I do. I like that team a lot. Oh, God, I can't believe this. Oh, my God. It's done. It's done. Oh, I need a breather, guys. I need a breather. I hate Wildcard so much. I hate Wildcard so much. We are confirmed though. We're in. We're confirmed. That team, just let's make sure. Let's run for it. Oh, it's too late now. The deadline's passed. But we're done. We clutched it, guys. We're in. The team is settled. The team is final. Oh my God, the things FPL does to you. Someone says Mahrez is starting. Someone says Mahrez is starting. That's amazing news if that's true. It's the news I need. My God. Oh. Someone says should have gone for Diaz instead of Mahrez. Yeah, I don't even know that if Diaz is going to start this week. I think Mahrez is more likely to start. We're in, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that epic moment. That epic gamer moment. That was intense. That was really intense. Guys, I'm going to stick around for a little bit. If you want to, if you are leaving though, if you wouldn't mind liking the stream before you disappear, I would really appreciate that. Felix says, you are screwed if Foden and Mahrez aren't starting. Well, let's be real. At least one of them's going to start, right? Mohammed said, it's more stressful than my college Japanese kanji homework. Christian says, I've sent it with you, Dan, at Foden and Mahrez. Oh, my God. Oh. Parry Besh says, relax, Dan, it's over now. It doesn't feel like it's over. It's not over until we see how well Mahrez and Foden do. Because I am so far out of my comfort zone right now with this team. I really am. Look how many risks there are in this team. I mean, it's exciting. Don't get me wrong. I love it. This is going to be such good fun. Sigurd says, Manchester City tweeted that Mahrez loves scoring versus Burnley. Is that... Well, I mean, that's not confirmation of him starting, but it helps, right? Yeah, they did tweet that an hour ago, didn't they? Mahrez does love scoring against Burnley as well. How exciting. Right, oh my God. I think I can start to calm down now. Ahmed says, I'm sorry to tell you that I feel your bench is not ordered correctly. Oh, it's ordered correctly. That is how I wanted to order my bench. Livramento first, then Mbumo, then Brownhill. That's how I wanted to do that bench. Justine says, I panicked and brought in Townsend for Sarr last minute. Justine, have you not been watching any of my videos this week? I mean, I hope it works out for you, but... Uzi says, rumour has it that Salah's benched. Are you seeing any of that, Dan? No, I've not seen anything of that ilk. I doubt that's true. I really doubt that's true. Unless you've got something concrete from, you know, a reputable source. Let me have a look. I hate and love FPL, says Ashrant. Yeah, I agree. Few people saying Salah benched here, actually. Where has this started from? This sounds like a troll. No, I'm not seeing anything about Salah being benched. So that sounds made up. That sounds like people having a bit of fun there. Fair enough. I'm still seeing rumours that Jota's benched, though. And they can't both be benched. Any news on Ron, as in Ronaldo? No, I've not really heard any news on Ronaldo. I think we can assume that he starts this next game. Just trying to see if I can find any more rumours or anything like that. Craig Gamble says, couldn't afford Mahrez, went Grealish, good luck. Yeah, I mean, that's still pretty good. Still a pretty good move. You know, Grealish could do well as well. I tell you what, though, guys, being on a wild card is good fun until something ruins your plan at the last minute. I think this team actually looks possibly better than the team that I kind of set up before. Because before, I mean, for this game week anyway, before I was kind of going to have a midfield duo of Salah and Son, and we were going to be playing Livramento. So it's basically, my team now compared to my Son team is Salah and Livramento. No, not Salah and Livramento. It would have been Son and Livramento is what the team I wanted, and now we've got Foden and Mahrez. And if you think about it, this week, who's going to score more points? Well, assuming Son was available, which he's not. Son and Livramento or Foden and Mahrez. For one game week only, you'd possibly go for Foden and Mahrez, wouldn't you? Nick Giuliano says, sorry if I missed it, how come we went James over Chilwell in the end? Just because of the centre-back injuries at Chelsea, it means that Azpilicueta is very likely to play at centre-back, which means that Reece James is very likely to start at right wing-back. So kind of a little bit of a knock-on effect there with some of the defensive injuries that Chelsea have. Don't really change Chilwell's chances of starting, but really greatly improve James's chances of starting this week. And I can't really afford to go for a player who is likely to be benched, particularly this one. I think Livramento can bang this week. Yeah, I agree. It's a possibility. Justin said, I've watched all the videos, I'm just an idiot. You're not an idiot. Don't call yourself that. Any concerns about Hudson-Odoi? No. I think if you talk to any Chelsea fan, they will agree that the Hudson-Odoi is not likely to start too many games at right wing back. Giandre says, Dan, Rafinha to score off the bench, Mahrez to blank. Can you imagine? Apparently Fabrizio Romano tweeted. Well, let's see what Fabrizio Romano has tweeted. Let's see if I can get you anything. He's not tweeted anything. God, you guys are such trolls. Yeah. Are you an Arsenal fan? A few people have said, yes, I am, kind of. I mean, I grew up as an Arsenal fan. Honestly, am I an Arsenal fan now? It's difficult to say. I'm a football fan primarily. Fies Fizzy Russell says, can you recap reasoning between your video and your actual team? Thanks. Well, I suppose the differences are, I've got James instead of Chilwell because I think James has got a better chance of starting. I think he's just James is just as a good an option as Chilwell in terms of starts and attacking returns. James potentially actually better than Chilwell if you're looking for those attacking returns. And James probably a little bit more nailed than Chilwell. Not much in it, but James probably slightly better and a little bit cheaper as well. So, I mean, in many ways it was a 50-50. If you told me, Dan, you're not allowed James, you have to have Chilwell, I would also be fine with that. It wouldn't be a huge issue. It was just a bit of a 50-50 shout in the end, and I've gone for James. And the other differences are I've got in Foden and Mahrez instead of Rafinha and Son. Well, no, there's one more change after that. So I've got Foden and Mahrez instead of Rafinha and Son. Son is got COVID. Rafinha is looking at this point so unlikely to start that it's just, I mean, he's not going to. He's going to get you 1 point this game week, and I may as well try and take a punt somewhere and then bring Rafinha back in maybe next game week, and hope that I can make up for the points with Foden and Mahrez at home against Burnley, which could be really, really nice, to be fair. And finally, I've gone for Armstrong instead of Hwang, who Armstrong has much better fixtures. If you look at the fixtures here, you will see that they are phenomenal. Armstrong's underlying stats look pretty good as well. He's kind of taken, I think, out of all forwards, I think he's second best for shots taken out of all forwards in the Premier League this season so far. He's had Armstrong's had some really tough games so far. Hasn't really been able to get the quality shooting opportunities because of these really tough games. But I do think that there is good signs there. He's got a really good goal scoring record in the Championship. Had a phenomenal season last year, so he is a goal scorer. We know he takes a lot of shots on. Could that change home against Leeds, an injury-stricken Leeds, home against Burnley, Watford, Aston Villa at home, Norwich away? Fantastic fixtures all in a row there. Looking really good, looking really, really nice. So, Hwang on the other hand, yes, I do like Hwang, don't get me wrong, but he's not a proven Premier League player. His record from last season was not particularly good. I don't think he scored a single goal in the Bundesliga last season, even when he was playing in Austria for Salzburg. He was never a 20-goal a season player. He was always sort of a 10, 15. Well, not even. I don't even think he reached 15. He might have, but not. He didn't. He's never been a goal scorer, a real goal scorer. So, I do like Hwang. He's in good form. You can see there's a really good player there, but I think he's maybe I overhyped him a little bit. Maybe some people have overhyped him. Maybe I don't think he's a player you should 100% be certain of. And I just prefer Armstrong for the fixtures, for the underlying stats, for the bigger sample size of data. So there we go. All kinds of people trying to make up some team news, unless it's on my Twitter timeline, guys, or it's from someone in chat that I recognise. I'm not going to believe it. But I will have a little look. I can't believe I've landed on Mahrez and Foden. Oh, how fun. How fun. Not really seeing anything too interesting in my timeline. Yeah, not really seeing anything interesting in my timeline. Why haven't you gone for Gallagher? I don't know. Why haven't I gone for Phil Jones? You can't have everyone, can you? Salem, thank you very much for the super chat. Super sticker. Appreciate that, dude. Uzi Automatic says, by the end of today, it will be joy or tears in the FPL community. Yeah, I know. Someone said, what does my team look like? Oh, because I've still got Armstrong up on screen. That's what my team looks like. Henry says, confirmed, Dan has no trust in us. It's because people troll in the chat. No, I do trust, with people who are, I do recognise a lot of the names in chat because you guys are here regularly. So I do trust you guys. Martin says you shouldn't have Lukaku in your team in the first place if you know anything about football. All right. I mean, he's going to play Norwich next game week. So, let's see how well he does. What do you think your template rating will be? Says Praveen. I don't know. Not as high as it has been. That's for sure. I mean, if we go through my team and look at the ownership of some of these players, Ramsdale, what are you at right now? 6.1% owned. Reece James, 5% owned. Foden, 4.2% owned. Mahrez, 2.8% owned. Armstrong, 3% owned. My word. I think if we go to Mbeumo as well, 2.5. That's gone up a lot, actually. A lot of people have gone for Mbeumo this week, then. Yeah. It's pretty wild, right? Really quite crazy. Sam says, "Hey bro, I'm FPL down under." Yeah, nice one, man. Check you need to unify all your accounts. It should all be the same name. What else have we got in chat here? Why are you gone for Mahrez and Foden? Says Adam. Because I'm crazy, apparently. Ejaz says, Dan, you look so anxious. I am. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I am really, really concerned that I may have just written off my whole season, right? I mean, I'm ranked 2.6k in the world, and I've gone for some of the craziest transfers in the world. Damn, bro, how did you not put Lewandowski in your team? Massive mistake. I know, right? I can't have everyone. Unfortunately, Lewandowski did not make the cut. Josiah says it's a nice team, bro. Don't worry. Thank you. It is a nice team, but it's a scary team. This is the kind of team that is either going to make or break me. I'm either going into the top 100 players in the world at the end of this game week, or I'm going down. So down, I'm going to be at like 100,000th ranked by the end of the game week. So let's see. Basically, Randall is correctly identified. No risk, no reward. So true. So true. Calvin says, it's a make or break for you, Dan. This defines your season. Don't say that. Oh my God, I feel enough pressure as it is. It is. Yeah, it is. It is high risk, high reward, though, isn't it? But honestly, if we're being completely honest, yes, this team looks risky. It's probably not quite as risky as I'm making it out to be. So, for example, Adam Armstrong, yes, a little bit differential, little bit of trying to predict that he's going to score points over the next game weeks. But at the end of the day, at very worst, he's going to score 2 points every week. It's not like he's going to get rotated or dropped or anything like that. So, it's not a bad shout in that sense. At least I've got a player who's going to play. And Mbumo's a great shout for the future. We've got Duffy and Livramento, who are two incredible bench options. So good that if they need to cover your first team, you're happy with that. That's absolutely fine. So that's really nice. We've got Reece James. Yeah, it seems like a bit of a strange move. If I was on Azpilicueta, you'd probably say that team looks a bit safer. But at the end of the day, Azpilicueta has a lower ceiling and is more expensive than Reece James. So the move does kind of still make sense to go for Reece James over Azpilicueta. Foden, a lot of people are having their teams anyway. A lot of people, touting Foden. Mahrez, a lot of people are taking the punt on. Through scrolling through my Twitter timeline, I don't think I'm too alone on that one. To go for both of them is definitely risky, but I am going to transfer one of them, most likely Mahrez, back to Rafinha next game week. Sam says, go big or go home, Dan, ain't it? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's a huge risk. And it could, like I was kind of saying, this is the kind of team that is going to potentially make huge waves. Huge waves. We know how high, we look through these players. Think how high the ceiling of Alexander-Arnold is. How high the ceiling of James is. Cancelo, Foden, Salah, Mahrez. The ceilings are so high. Every one of those players that I just mentioned could easily score a 15-pointer each. They really could. Every single one of those players is capable of a 15-pointer. The ceiling on this team is enormous. But where's the floor at? The floor's pretty low with players like Foden or Mahrez might not even start. Maybe they'll play 59 minutes or something like that. The fact that I've got both of them does help because, if you're going to have a disaster, you're probably not going to have a disaster with both of them. And Adam Armstrong against Leeds, I'm genuinely really excited about that. we are close to Liverpool team news, I suppose. A few people said in chat that that Jota is going to be benched. Okay, yeah, okay. We've got is that? I've been sent a source for Liverpool team news. I don't know if that's true. Cop HQ's tweeted. You know, if Cop HQ have tweeted, that's good enough for me. I'll put it on screen, guys, actually for you. You may as well. I know it's going to lag like crazy because it does do that. Twitter is so laggy whilst I'm streaming for some reason. So laggy. Come on. Let's have a look at these lineups for you guys. Someone says, show me your bench. There you go. You can have a little look at my bench. There you are. Let's see. Okay. Wow. Kelleher, Trent, Matip, Van Dijk, Robertson, Henderson, Milner, Keita, Salah, Firmino, Mane. So there you go, guys. Jota owners in the mud, unfortunately. Although don't feel too bad if you do have Jota in your team. Don't feel too bad because well, Jota's record from the bench is actually pretty good. He does come off the bench and do pretty well. Someone has correctly pointed out that I'm on light mode. I know I'm only on light mode on this this computer. The computer I usually use, my laptop, is on dark mode. So let's just fix that. And my phone is obviously on dark mode because I'm not a lunatic. Let's go dim. Better. So there you go, guys. Everyone trolling in the chat, making up random team news. Don't pay any attention to them. There you go. There's your Liverpool lineup. People were still trying to claim that Trent's not starting. The lineup is literally on your screen. It feels like a free hit team. Yeah, I know, right? Hey, gone to change it. Thanks for the suggestion. Yeah, it's always good to unify your socials. Arnold and Salah are playing. Yes. Bunny V says, "Wow, this chat has so much fake news spam. Such a shame." Yeah, I might start banning people from chat for putting fake news. I think that's probably a good idea, actually. Jamal says Ronaldo not starting again. Is this a more example of fake news? Boring. Well, I mean, if the chat's just going to go there, then I might just end the stream, to be honest. If everyone's just going to spam fake news, because it's not really good for anyone. I mean, to be fair, it's not like we can... it's not like we can do anything about it now. We're already locked in, aren't we? Jumper says, thoughts on Freakish, mate? Jimmy Grealish. Yeah, pretty good one. I'll start banning some people, I think, from chat. More pay to literally outscore everyone today. Calvin, don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. We don't want that. Speak about more pay here. Yeah, someone said Liverpool new team is out. Yes, it's out. There you go. There it is. Yeah, it's far. Yeah, it's early. It's far too early. There's not going to be any leaked news other than Liverpool, as Lloyd has said. But there we go. Right, I think we call it a day, guys, because we've got the Liverpool team news now. That was kind of the last thing we were waiting for. The chat has turned to rubbish because I think people are bored, which I completely understand. The pre-match coverage of the Liverpool game is about to start, so I'm going to go and watch that. And we're going to see how well this crazy team does. Obviously, Manchester City, the 3 o'clock kickoff against Burnley. That's going to be intense. Listening in on that one. Crazy, crazy stuff. I think pretty much all my players play today as well. So we're going to know by the end of today whether I'm a genius or an idiot. We're going to know by the end of today, really. But yes, guys, if you wouldn't mind liking the stream before you leave, if you haven't subscribed already, please do subscribe as well. I'd really appreciate that. And yeah, basically, good luck this game week. But not just good luck, also wish me luck, because I've got a very scary team. I'm very scared. I'm very excited, don't get me wrong. But this is a terrifying week. But yeah, good luck, guys. Enjoy the football. So glad it's back. I've missed Premier League so much. So yeah, just enjoy the football no matter what happens with your FPL. And yeah, I will catch you on Monday, I suppose, for a reaction stream. Straight after the Monday night football, we'll be doing a stream and we'll be reacting to everything on the from the game week. And of course, I'll see a lot of you guys over on Twitter as well. So yes, thanks once again for watching the stream. Good luck once again, and I'll see you later, mates. Bye-bye.